Okay, I think we're all set to go, so I'll give myself the audio check and then we will get started. Okay, I think we're all set to go, so I'll give myself... There it is. Alright, so I'll just give myself... And this is just something I wanted to check real quick. Alright, there we are. So, after taking the opportunity to do some things that you guys had wanted me to do for a long time, I figured that we might as well keep going with this for a little while longer and then get back on track, because I really want to see just how far I can push myself to get to the finish line of this game, knowing that we're actually a lot closer than I thought we were to beating it. But we'll see how it all unfolds tonight, and hopefully everything will go well and we will see what can be done. So with that in mind, greetings people of the world, Matthias Griffin back with you for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XVI Live. So I'll just get my microphone, make sure it's set up the way I want it to. So we're going to go ahead, because last time we were doing a whole bunch of stuff on the side here. So we know we have continuation quests there, and down here. But I want to take care of the side quests that we know were in Clyde's reading table, because we still have a few of those. So we took the one for Captain Doris, and then we have all these other letters that have been made available. And we also have quests like these, like a humble request. So, Master Clive, I apologize for this sudden and untoward gesture. Circumstances have forced me to seek immediate aid, and there is none other to whom I may turn. Your most esteemed Lord Uncle has presented me with a task most vexing, and I fear I am wholly unable to perform his vaulted expectations, namely due to a marked lack of martial aptitude on my part. To wit, I am but a manservant, not a mercenary. While I maintain the fitness ample to attend the needs of a manor, to the attending of bandits and back alleys, I am sorely ill-equipped. If it please you, my lord, prithee come see me at Martha's Rest, while I shall proceed to explain my predicament in full. Alright. We'll do that.
Rutherford. Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant?
Well, that's why his name is on the letter there. Smooth like butler, huh? Alright. So nothing really needs to change other than the fact that we are going back over to Martha's Rest, where we also know that there is a quest that Martha does want to give us too. So while we're here, we will also take that quest. So let's do this. And incidentally enough, both will be in the same place. At least I think so. And there could also be the possibility that this is upstairs or something. Let's find out.
My lord, Marcus,
oh, there you are.
Is that you? It is you. Then you received my letter.
I have.
I am Sebastian Rutherford, chief steward of your lord uncle's estate.
Or what's left of it.
We met once before.
Yes, my lord. Thank you for coming.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
1,000 apologies, my lord. I did not mean to offend. I merely...
It's all right. Continue.
Yeah, don't be shy.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your lord uncle, tasked with learning what I am able of the realm's current state of affairs. And what I have learned is grim.
Yeah, it's all doom and
Before
gloom.
the Mother Crystals has left Storm in a state of utter disarray. The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks, once unthinkable, are now commonplace. The gears of governance have ground to a halt, and without a steady hand on the tiller,
It'll all go to hell.
the realm threatens to drift into utter chaos. Your lord uncle, however, believes there is a way to avoid this fate, and is determined to see it set in motion.
What does he have in mind?
Sounds like quite the undertaking.
It is. Hence my having enlisted the aid of several colleagues serving the 7 high houses. Alas,
Not going according to plan.
I have lost contact with 2 of those colleagues already.
Uh-oh.
They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these dark times, even that may not prove sufficient to keep a man safe on the road.
So you want me to find them?
Sounds
I'll
like
need
a
to know
request
where
to
they
me.
went.
One I sent to investigate the Republic, the other the old imperial capital of Oriflamme.
That's a
That
lot of
doesn't
ground to
exactly
cover.
narrow it down. I suppose I'll start in Dalamil and work my way east.
Thank you, my lord. I shall pray for your success and safety.
This quest may be a little more involved than I was expecting. Okay, he wants me to go down here to Dalamil, so we'll go here first. So, search for his colleague.
It's not going to be easy finding one man in an entire republic. Let's hope someone here has seen something.
Let's hope so too.
Sounds like something's happening in the square.
It looks like it will be just outside the city. Amongst the salt flats. Or the salt mountains or whatever. In the terraces. It's not that far of a trek. I don't need to bother summoning my
got himself
chocobo
in
for this.
trouble.
And as it turns out, yeah, this man's all alone against
I don't see
five.
your master here, so you can start by giving us all the coppers in your purse.
I already told you, I have nothing.
Then maybe we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel you're wearing.
Well, why don't you let me intervene here?
Please! These men are trying to rob me!
I'll deal with this.
Well, I'll deal with this, alright.
Thank you.
You that one's master, then?
No.
If you'd kindly pay the coin he owes us, we can pretend you didn't draw your blade on Republican soldiers.
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to your captain.
Welcome to. He hasn't had many visitors since we slit his throat.
Well, I know where the main target is. It's you. Well, why don't we start by freezing everything? Yeah, that's a good way to start things. Just a whole bunch of mass scorching. And punch him in the head. Down you go. And then over here. Jeez, you aren't even standing a chance. That's it. That was probably about 30 seconds. Give or take. Good thing I had that at the ready.
I'd expect as much from Hugo's faithful, but these were men of the fist.
Well, Hugo did use his
Much
fist.
has changed in the Republican army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before, then?
Many times. I was sent here to observe the situation.
You're one of
But ended
Rutherford's
up getting
men.
observed.
He sent me to look for you.
Well, then you have my thanks. I fancy I could defend myself against one, perhaps two, but a whole regiment.
Well, I
arrived
can.
in Dalimil several days ago, but when I called upon the captain of the local garrison to make inquiries, his men confiscated my effects and locked me in a cell.
So how'd you break out?
Captain is no more. And his men make the rules now.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way free, only to be stopped again by those soldiers you so kindly dispatched.
Jeez, you
the
need to
Fist
be
Central
taking
Command.
more care of yourself.
Surely they wouldn't allow such lawlessness amongst their ranks.
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to the capital and hunkered down behind her walls. Those who weren't recalled now rule the fringes unchecked, answering to no one but themselves.
Then it's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria. It's not safe here.
I'll find a caravan heading north. You won't mind if I borrow one of these soldiers' coin purses?
Yeah, I mean, they're dead. They're not going to have any use for them.
Not at all. To find this second associate of Rutherford's. If he was
That-
bound for Oriflamme, I'll start at Northreach and see if I can pick up his trail.
Then that's what we'll do. To Northreach. Looks like this particular individual is pretty close by.
Rutherford's man could be anywhere.
Or we can just simply follow the quest icon. Because it turns out he's very, very close. Right over here, perhaps? And looking a
happened
bit
here?
worse for wear.
If you're with the others,
I'm not.
they've already relieved me of my belongings.
I'm not. I'm looking for someone who was sent here by a man named Rutherford.
And then you found him. I am Alistair Rockford, attendant to the Lady Ariane of House Wellesley.
Of the 7 high houses of Rosaria. It's been a long time since last I saw my great-aunt. Is she well?
My Lord Marquis?
Well, apparently it's...
Yes. Yes, she is.
Well, that's
The
fortunate enough.
Lady Dowager has granted me leave to assist your Uncle Stuart.
But it hasn't
I
been
was on
going
my
to
way
plan,
back from
has
the
it?
old capital when I saw some villagers being robbed on the road here.
Bandits.
They looked more like field hands, but it didn't matter in the end. I did what I could to help the victims, but all it earned me was a pommel to the temple.
Ouch.
Which way did they go?
South, toward the gate.
All right. I'll take care of them. Founder knows I've met enough of their kind. You head back
More
to
than
Northridge,
enough.
Visit the Vale. Tell them I sent you.
Thank you. I shall. Founder be your shield.
Thanks. Well, this time let's go actually on Chocobo. Try to make a dramatic entrance.
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia.
Go!
They just couldn't resist, could they?
Yeah, that was quick. Hey you! Sha-na-na-na! Jeez, they'll pick a fight with anyone.
This one's ours, pretty boy.
Alright, here we go. Punching you in the head! It's gonna be like that, huh? Yeah, too bad for you. You got me at the worst possible time. Now Torgal! Spring-heeled Jacques, huh? Well, I'm gonna certainly put a spring in your step. Alright, go. And let's burn you. Although it sounds like he's trying to block it. Punch. Pull. No, oh, that's a launch. Ah, he still got me. And shoot the ice. And punch. And finish him. Finish him with a big stone hand. That's what I'm talking about. So,
The town while you can. There may be more bandits nearby.
gotta salvage these
Tell me
supplies.
first. Many thanks, traveler.
This looks to be all of them.
Oh, hi there.
I thought I told you to make for the Vale.
And stand by as ill might befall the heir to the ducal throne.
It's just Clive. I'm fine. Which is more than can be said for you.
I will survive.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack so close to their gates.
Guess they don't have enough men.
Garrison have their hands full inside the city. Some days they don't even send out patrols. There are few hands left to work the fields, and even fewer to transport the grain. The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price for what remains is exorbitant. It's not uncommon to see a fight break out over a crust of bread. When I said the ones who attacked me didn't have the look of bandits, I meant it. They were probably just desperate.
Rockford,
Yeah, that tends to happen to
listen
people.
to me. If you are to continue your investigation, you first need to seek the attention of a healer.
But don't go to Taria.
Of course. I shall return to Northreach right away. But allow me to thank you first. Had you not happened along,
Don't thank me. Thank Rutherford. It was he who sent me.
I suppose he'll be wondering where I've got to. I shall send a Bastolus as soon as I'm able. Good day.
Good day.
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for him. If it isn't already too late.
Well, let's be on our way
Should go and
then.
tell Rutherford that his colleagues are still in one piece.
So let's fly on back. So, upon our return to Martha's Rest, let's go and give the news to Mr. Rutherford. And see what he has to say.
I see you're still here.
The Rest's location affords a constant flow of traders, and with it, a constant flow of information. Speaking of which, I received word from both my associates. They have resumed their investigations, thanks to you.
You're
I
welcome.
only happened to be in the right place at the right time. They both seem to think the realm's prospects rather grim.
I am afraid that grim would be putting it lightly.
Yeah.
Storm is in crisis, and if we are to free her, we must work quickly. And we must work together. Such is your Lord Uncle's wish.
Indeed.
As it is mine.
And so there we go. The quest is done. So we also know for a fact that Martha has something too, so we might as well check this out. We get Flare Breath for the Breath of Light. So this looks like a Bahamut ability. Alright, so now Martha, what do you have in store?
Ah, Clive, I was just about to send for you. I'd like you to take something to Sir Wade up in Eastpool. Seeds for planting. Thought it was about time they started growing their own food.
Oh, interesting.
I'll keep providing them with whatever they need in the meantime, of course. But if Eastpool's going to survive, it's got to be able to fend for itself.
Yep.
As of those poor bearers. They've lived their whole lives in servitude, but now they're their own masters. Small wonder they ain't got the foggiest how to provide for themselves. So it's up to us to teach them. And if you're wondering why you, well, the wagoneers taking supplies up that way have been coming back with more and more reports of Akashic around the village of late. Sir Wade's putting a brave face on it, but I think even he's starting to worry. And if he's likely to share those concerns with anyone, it's you.
Sure thing.
All right.
Thanks. Wouldn't ask if I didn't have to. There. That should be enough to keep them in Gazal Greens for a few years at least.
Few years.
Gizal Greens.
Not the most mouth-watering crop, I'll admit. But they're hardy, they grow fast, and they fill a hole. Better
So
that
apparently
than
in this
something that'll
version,
wither away at first
even
frost.
humans can eat them.
And chocobos love them too, which is no small thing. When I say all of us need to pull together to get Eastpool back on its feet, I mean all of us. They ain't exactly succulent, but cook 'em right and they're just about bearable.
I'll take your word for it.
Anyway, Sir Wade'll know what to do with them. And if he don't, well, I'll go up there and show him myself.
Alright,
Sure
alright.
you will.
Okay, so this is a continuation. It's 5:15 to get to where we need to go. Just gonna remind myself where Eastpool is. You know, when you're not having the opportunity to play something in a certain area for a long time, you easily lose track of where everything is. Here we are. Yeah, it's north, though, of Martha's Rest, not east. They should change the name of this place to North Pool. So, let's see what Wade has to say about this.
Ah, Lord Rossfield. What brings you to Eastpool?
A delivery from Martha.
Here you go.
These are Gazal green seeds. Martha's keen to cut the apron strings then, is she? I jest, of course. You see, I had thought we might be able to revive the old wheat fields. But they'd long since gone to seed. Only without the seeds.
Martha was hoping he might be able to show the bearers how to plant and tend these, so that they'll be able to fend for themselves.
That's not a bad idea. These bearers had only recently escaped their bonds before we brought them here. They know little of freedom, of providing for themselves and their loved ones. Unless we teach them how to live like free men, I fear that all we have achieved in bringing them here is to exchange one master for another. Not that myself and the Guardians have been the best example to them so far, subsisting almost entirely on Martha's charity as we do. It's about time we all started to provide for ourselves, bearers and Guardians alike.
Well said.
Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late to focus on much besides bolstering our defenses. There have been alarming reports of...
The Horde is closing in.
Well, how's that for a report?
So wait, all of them.
Damn it all. I thought we'd have more time.
We never have
Gather them in
enough
the square.
time.
Send to the rest for reinforcements.
Yes, Sir Wade.
Yeah. Are you wearing his armor?
A Kashek.
Or
a
old school
veritable
armor?
legion of them. They've been seen prowling around the northern reaches for a while now. We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that size. I had hoped to build a perimeter wall so that myself and the Guardians might be able to defend the village, but...
Now you're out of time.
Precisely. If reinforcements from the rest arrive before they do, we may just scrape through, but I fear that's rather an enormous if.
What if you could call on reinforcements from Eastpool?
Like the man
You
standing
mean
in front of you.
bearers? We brought them here so they might live, not die, fighting for their lives.
So wait. You said you lacked men to defend the village. Are the bearers not men? Do they not wish to see Eastpool saved? Though they may not be trained soldiers like your Guardians. What help they are able to offer could still prove the difference between victory and defeat.
Yeah. You asked for more men, didn't you?
I will appeal to them.
Yeah, let's go do it right now. Yeah, you may live here now, but...
My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
No response
Send us to the slaughter
until now.
to serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared.
No, you got it all wrong, dude.
And to think we trusted you.
Yeah, you are getting this all wrong.
A home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for.
Oh, Martha. You could not have come at a more opportune time.
Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives.
Swear she's gonna turn into William Wallace here in Braveheart.
Are you going to stand by and let that happen to you?
Yeah. Do you like being punching
You gonna
bags?
accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves?
You could have at least bothered to give her a sword.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Alright,
Dissension in the ranks.
give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together.
Well, it seems like they've been given a purpose now.
For Eastpool!
For Eastpool!
Yeah, time to shake off those underdog shackles.
Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
You got it.
Gladly.
And so, later on...
Well, if it was numbers you were lacking, you certainly won't be now.
Thanks to you.
Me? Oh, I just love the sound of my own voice.
Lord Rossfield, my lady, we're ready.
Then
So
let's
what's
do
the
it.
plan of action?
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians, bearers, and guards from the rest. These will position themselves at strategic points around the village. Upon engaging with the Akashic, each detachment will keep the creatures occupied as best they can, steadily retreating all the while.
You're going to lure them into the village?
Wait, what?
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded, so injuries must be avoided at all costs. Instead, we will focus purely on defense at first. By coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from among the bearers, we will aim to have the swarm converge at a point of our choosing. With luck, that point will be the village square, the perfect place for our most able warriors to surround them and fall upon them, and for you and I to finish them off.
A sound plan, but one that'll require a leader with a cool head and strong nerves to coordinate the retreat.
Yeah.
I'd say you have both in abundance await, but you'll be needed. Please, leave the last of the fighting to me.
Ha! And let you have all the glory.
They're here.
Then you know what you must do. We work together, everyone playing their part, each shielding the other that no man might fall, that Eastpool might live on. For Rosaria.
For Rosaria!
For Rosaria!
We've no time to argue, my lord. I'll do as you ask.
And I will do as you ask.
Get to it.
Suppose we'd better do our bit too then, eh?
Right you are, Martha.
Let's make it happen. Yeah. Martha holding up her frying pan as if it was a sword. Oh, that was the blooper I think we all needed to see.
Calm before the storm.
And speaking of which, on one side, on two
And
sides.
here it comes.
Let's go do it.
Not let this village fall.
Let's go! Time to get everyone to chill out. And go right to limit break. I'm expecting a larger wave later on, so I'm holding off on using limit break until I really need this. And there it is. Oh! Jeez, yeah, am I actually damaging them from this angle? Because they did kind of fall down the stairs. Yeah, it worked. It did work, but wow. And now over this side. I am hoping to see a wave 3. This sort of thing would actually be perfect for that. And then... didn't quite go. Yeah, here's wave 3. Get them all in a row. Take them all out. And then we got raptors. Didn't quite punch. But who needs a punch when you could just diamond dust them? And then, wave of ice.
It's over.
It is over. Never touched. Ooh, look at that experience points. And that's a lot of treasure, too.
Looks like that's the last of them.
Lord Rossfield, change of plan.
And now for the big bad.
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic curl's been sighted on Rhiannon's ride and is headed in their direction.
Well, the better half of her guard is here. So wait, how many Akashic remain in Eastpool?
Hard to say. My men are still facing some resistance, but I think the worst is behind us. I could order a detachment or two to fall back and...
No. Let them finish the job. You stay here too, Sir Wade. Your men need you. I'll go after the Curl. Join me only when Eastpool is won.
Yeah.
If you're sure, my lord.
We're sure.
May the Founder protect you.
Alright, then let's do it. It's a bit of distance out, but nothing my chocobo can't handle. Still got a treasure chest here. Steel Stoke. So yeah, we're just gonna simply follow the path and that'll get us to where we need to go. Of course, we gotta get out of town so I can actually have access to my chocobo. We are gonna have to ride on this one. Come to me, Ambrosia.
Faster.
Let's do this. Around that corner and get right into it. Yeah, sorry there, goblins. Maybe next time. I gotta deal with your boss. Over one bridge, over two bridges. And around the corner. Chocobo says back off, because we're going to cutscene. There's the target.
There it is.
So we start right out of the gate with a little fire. Let's go.
With me, Torgal.
Oh! Yeah, you got me, but I got this. Oh wow. Yeah, let's just keep it going. Why not? We have ice. $20,000 points. Nice dodging. Punch you. And then a wave of ice. Staggered again. Alright, go. Almost got you down, and there it is. That was relatively easy. Keep on adding. And blaze it like there's no tomorrow.
All right. Back to Eastpool.
Back to Eastpool indeed. And so upon our return...
Lord Rossfield, the Curl, is it?
Down.
It's dead.
Thank the Founder for that. And for you, my lord. We were able to eradicate the rest of the Horde. I have guardians posted around the village to keep watch for further attacks, but all seems quiet for now. I hesitate to say it, but I think it might be over.
For now.
I think it might.
Now's the perfect opportunity to fortify your walls.
We did it. We saved Eastpool.
Yes, you did. And you weren't alone.
Thank you, my friends. Thank you.
No, Sir Wade. It's us who should be thanking you. You brought us together. Showed us what it means to fight for what you hold dear.
We never had nothing to call our own before. We didn't know what it meant to protect it, but now we do. We really do.
Glad we turned you
Forgive
around there,
us,
sir.
Sir Wade. You and your people saved us, and still we doubted you. But there's no doubt in my mind anymore.
Glad to
We're
hear
free
it.
men now, so we have to start acting like it. We have to fight to protect what's ours, to protect Eastpool.
And we shall. We all shall. Together. This is our home. And if anyone or anything tries to take it away,
they'll have us to answer to.
You got that right.
Come on then. Let's get to work.
This village isn't gonna rebuild itself.
You got that right. And thus, they were able to start being able to do what needed to be done. For themselves and not for others.
no. They're Rosarians. Your father took pity on the bearer's plight, and I believe if he was still with us today, this is what he would have wanted.
I couldn't agree more.
You might be right.
I shall remain here, my lord, and do what I can to help rebuild the village.
Yep.
After all, this is my home now too. And I could hardly call myself an Eastpoolian if I didn't pull my weight.
I think you'll find it's East Pudlian, Sir Wade.
Whatever.
But you should be proud all the same.
But actually, she's not wrong about that because that's how Liverpudlians describe themselves.
Speaking of which, I ought to be getting back.
Can we continue to count on your support, Martha?
Of course. And I'd be counting on yours too. Us Rosarians have got to stick together, haven't we?
Indeed we have.
And Clive, come by the Golden Stables when you get the chance.
Oh,
I
okay.
haven't paid you for delivering them seeds yet.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Right. I will.
We just can't do this here and now? Alright. Yeah, I'm sure that Sir Paul McCartney would be very much be giving him on Sir Wade the correct demonym.
How could I forget?
Time to go back down memory lane.
There's one sight that I shall never forget. You, facing off against that giant Morble. Not a trace of fear on your face. Since that day, there have been more than a few times when I felt like giving up. When the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's favor, I thought I may as well just lay down my sword and surrender. But every time I would think back to the look in your eyes that day and remember what it means to be a shield. Know that whatever trials Eastpool may face, I shall never lose courage. Thanks to you.
So Wade.
Glad we could help.
You have always been a true shield.
And now you're a true guardian.
I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of Rosaria, will be safe in your hands.
Thank you, my lord. I know the rest of the world will be safe in yours.
I'll do my best.
Indeed we will. Alright. So, back on over to Martha's Rest then. Yeah, what a quest that was. The bearers definitely did have their Braveheart moment, thanks to Wade, but especially to Martha. Alright, Martha.
The hero returns.
One of many.
It's lucky you came by when you did, eh? Not only did my seeds get delivered, but you went and saved Eastpool and all.
You did your
I just
part.
did what I could.
And it's only right that you get rewarded for it. Take it before I change my mind.
Thank you, Martha.
So, Eastpool's finally back on its feet again. And a home to free bearers. Who'd have thought we'd see the day, eh?
Well, it was your idea.
It was.
I know that, but I never stopped to think what it would mean. Bearers in charge of themselves, thinking for themselves, working for themselves. Like your hideaway, but not even hidden away. Though I suppose the rest ain't much different nowadays.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, bearers living free like that reminds me of when I first met Sid.
How long ago was
I
that?
am to recall that particular day.
I take it you didn't always see eye to eye. What happened?
Well, if you really want to know, I started doing what I do long before I met Sid. In fact, that's how I met him. Or at least how he came to meet me.
Tell me all about it.
He showed up at the stables one day, asking questions about who'd been buying up bearers. Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Running a hunt, poking around in their innards. Something awful, anyway. Me, I thought he was a new constable. Thought the game was up. But somehow we both managed to work out what each other was about.
Yeah, because I hate to see what happened
Before I
if
knew
things
it,
went the wrong way.
The cheeky arse was rattling on at me about how I was doing it all wrong. After all my hard work. Told me I was giving them relief, but not freedom. That my bearers were still dying as slaves. Got right under my skin, it did. Told him if he didn't like it, he could bugger off and report me to the garrison. And do you know what he did? He smiled. And then he laughed.
Sounds like him.
And then I did the same. We made a pact that day, that whenever one of us was in need, the other would always be there for him.
And you were?
And now you're there for Clive.
We both wanted the same thing, to make life better for bearers. Just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time Elwyn became Archduke? Growing up, I saw how he tried to change things. He certainly didn't lack for ambition, that one.
No, he didn't.
Indeed. But the loftier one's ambitions, the harder they are to achieve. Which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to finish what people like Sid and my father started.
Suppose you're right, aye. And if we don't manage it, there's always them who come after us. Good thing we've got a few half-decent sorts waiting in the wings, eh? It's almost enough to give you a little bit of hope.
Just a little.
Anyway, enough nattering. Better get back to work. Let's see about making everyone some dinner, shall we?
Good idea.
At least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve is a hot meal. And you and me ain't gonna save the world on an empty stomach neither.
Certainly not.
Sounds like a wonderful idea.
And there we go. So this sequence is taken care of, and with 4,800 points, that is enough for 41. We also got Martha's Rest signboard added to the collection. Well, there you go. Alright, so it does not look like there are any further quests around here, so what do you say we head on back to read more of Clive's letters? And speaking of which, a new missive has been added. Oh, hey Joshua. Sorry to leave you hanging like this. Yeah, dreadfully sorry to leave you hanging like this.
Stew's awfully thin these days.
Okay. Let me see what the next quest is on the list. Because we have 2 more here. Did they add another? No. So we have 2 more to do. So let's do this one, A Bad Feeling. Clive, something ain't right with that hound of yours. When it pleases your lordship, come pay me a visit at the toll. Signed, Karen. What's wrong with Karen?
What could be wrong with Torgor? He seemed well enough when I last saw him.
Yeah, and he's been loyal to me for quite a long time. Yeah, is Torgor giving Karen too much trouble to deal with? Let's go find out.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of pep here.
I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torgor?
So you can read.
Oh, he's sitting right there.
Congratulations. But I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats.
Oh, really?
He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at them. Didn't like him. Which is why I'm of the mind that his mind's on somewhat else. You've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual.
Yeah, what are you up to there, Torgal?
Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean? Perhaps.
That sounds like you, Karen. Alright there, Mr. Hippocrates. Mr. Multi-Braided Beard. What can you tell me about Mr. Torgal's recent maladies?
Lawsman, I need to ask you about Torgal. Something's not right with him.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite, which is certainly a new development. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
I rather think she might be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within, and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain, it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no longer sufficient.
Well, that'll be
Frost wolves,
different.
after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria have been known to grow to a size more than double that of their lesser cousins.
I don't recall ever seeing any that large.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predators.
Understandable.
The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida, and that was long before the village was abandoned.
Even so, it seems like a good place to start.
Good hunting, Clive.
Thanks there, Hippocrates. Hey there, Bubba. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. And don't worry if you can't promise coherence. Just having you here is enough. Because, yeah, it turned out that Saturday's stream was pretty lonely. Alright, so from Martha's Rest, we will go over to the east. So we gotta go north across that bridge, and from there, we'll be fine. So let's go ahead and do it. Oh, did I walk into a dead end? More than likely. Okay, yep, we're on the right track. That's someone on our chocobo.
Ready, go?
Well, it's part of the nature of the game. Got caught on the sandbags. Alright, let's go. Weave around various things. Yeah, the stuff I'm seeing now is like nearly 10 levels weaker than I am. Oh, hello. Yeah, they may be pretty dangerous, but still nothing for me to worry about too much. Gotta get out of range of attack first. And if I... Yeah, I have missed my turn. So let's see if we can find that turn. Here it is, right here. There we are. Yeah, you can just hear everything coming after me.
It's certainly quiet.
Oh, going no further on the
Choco.
Choco.
It would seem like just the place.
Fallen. Okay, let's find ourselves an antelope or two and deal with it. Yeah, sorry to do this to you, Mr. Antelope, but we gotta burn ya.
This one.
But I hadn't had issues with that before on Saturdays. I'd usually get a few people coming to say hello. Got punched, and down he goes. So I'll take that.
Now. Will it be enough, I wonder?
Yeah, will that help you out there, Torgal?
I say that answers my question.
And
which means
maybe
we owe
Karen's.
the Lawsman our thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? Very big puppy. You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back. Come on, boy.
Yeah, let's head on back home. After we give some love to Torgal.
Fetch!
Oh, nice. That's cool. So let's head on back. Well, remember that the ancient people of this game are known as the Fallen. So that's likely what it has to do with.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out. I noticed you and Torgal had gone off somewhere. Take him for a walk, did you?
You could say that.
Yeah, let's explain what we discovered.
So, Molly's leftovers weren't good enough, eh? That'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup. All right, no need to shout. Now we know what you're after, I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
Oh, not just one, but 5.
You can, eh? I'm nice like that. In return, you can thank Tomes for me. The bloody know-it-all.
I was just on my way
Well,
to
that
see
is what he's there for. That is what he's there for. So let's go express our gratitude to him, too. Alright there, Harpocrates. Your insight was successful.
Clive. Were you able to locate your quarry?
Indeed.
We were indeed, Lawsman. You pointed us in exactly the right direction. And Torgal's been a very happy hound ever since.
Very good, very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way, for your part in solving the mystery.
Ah. But that reminds me. After your last visit, I found myself pondering Torgal's talents.
Oh, really?
Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in Torgal's transformation?
About how she somehow woke the power within him.
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought. But one which raised certain questions in my mind. You see, the Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone. And while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature to those you described Torgal as having used.
What are you suggesting?
Yeah, what are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one Icon's power.
Oh.
Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Cid. In short, the Icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw, have been diverse and plenty. And that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to your sword. One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected Torgal.
He has seemed more fierce of late.
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We are fortunate indeed to be able to count him amongst our allies and not our adversaries.
Absolutely.
Oh, he's more than an ally. He's a friend.
He certainly is. And so there we go, that quest is checked off. Also got Cavalli's Fangs. Slightly increases Torgal's attack potency. Ooh. Might be something to hold on to. Okay, so there was one more letter currently on Clive's desk. So let's go ahead and see what the last one entails.
The stew's awfully thin.
So let's go on inside and see what this last letter has to say. So this quest will be known as Off the Record. I was thumbing through the hideaway ledgers at Otto's behest and might have come across something that might need your attention. Maybe. And by that I mean immediately. You know where I'll be. Signed, Goat. Alright then, Goat.
Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help?
Let's find out why. Alright, let's go and see what they need. So we'll round the corner. And see what awaits us.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them.
Yeah, it's gonna talk to someone we don't rarely get the opportunity to get a chance to speak with, Mr. Goat.
Clive, did you get my letter?
Why are we
That's why I'm here.
Shh. Otto might be listening.
Is this better?
This is hilarious.
Listen. I've some bad news. It turns out the hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders, and it's maybe my fault. But I swear to the goddess, I thought I had the numbers square. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle. Zero, you might say. I can straighten it out, I swear, but...
So how exactly are we getting funds in the first place? And who exactly are we paying to?
Help keeping it from Otto.
And also, you're not going to keep this from Otto. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, what a surprise.
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. And I hope he'll dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan. Why?
Yeah, why?
Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Each. 5 million each.
How's that even possible?
The money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
Goat, you're fired.
Those ledgers were my responsibility, and it was my decision to entrust them to you. This is my fault.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're gonna make this work.
Which is what I always thought we had been doing from the
But that doesn't
start.
mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are. A little something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure there will be.
Yeah, if these aren't gold or diamonds, I will be having
really.
questions.
But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, arses to wipe, and all that.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
And as for you, Goat.
Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
Really? Do you think so?
No, I don't.
I don't either. Yeah, what the hell?
How do you split the sea? You reckon?
Yeah, my mind can't wrap my head. I can't wrap my head around this. I mean, given what the Resistance has been doing, shouldn't they have been able to do all this stuff on their own without the need for help from people like Martha, Isabel, or Karen? I mean, yeah, we get it. You had to get back on your feet and all rebuild from scratch, but still.
Clive, we weren't expecting you.
That's because I have
expecting
something.
to be here, but it seems we still owe you a considerable amount of coin for your help with our rebuilding efforts. And though I doubt it's what you were expecting, we were hoping you'd take this as payment.
Here you go. This will barely even scratch the surface, right?
A star ruby? I can't accept this. It's worth at least twice what you owe me.
What?
Or if you can find yourself the right buyer.
For a single ruby?
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever borrow from me again. Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this? I'd have expected Otto. Bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it? The old goat working himself to death again.
I guess.
Something like that. Most days I think he's the only reason the hideaway's still standing.
Same as always, eh? Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander, word is he was the first one Sid reached out to. Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would never get off the ground. Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, but Otto's always been the backbone. And when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it. That Otto would just give up.
Well, he said he did step up a lot.
But it must have hit Otto hardest of all.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. If I recall, he was the one who nominated you as Sid's replacement. And rallied the rest around you.
And all these streams later.
Saw in Sid, he saw in you too. And don't we all? Doesn't hurt that you're half as stubborn and twice as handsome, neither. That, and you keep good company.
I suppose I do.
Yeah, it's not often we hear Clive sound like that. Yeah, from Martha's Rest, we'll now head off to Northreach. So let's see what the dame has to say.
The garrison is threatening to pull their sentries from the market.
I mean, we needed help out Isabel before in trying to convince the people around here to rally around her and not the man who wanted to take the place over. But let's see what Miss Isabel has to say.
Milady, I come bearing gifts.
From the Animal Crossing.
Whatever is the occasion.
Well, here you go. I had the villager carve this out for you.
Oh my. Clive, you really have outdone yourself.
Otto asked me to give it to you. To settle the Hideaway's debt with the Veil. And to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
You disappoint me, Clive. I thought you might finally be warming to me.
He belongs to Jill. Sorry.
Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. I tried to tell him as much the first time around. The man owes me nothing, nor does the Hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least I could do.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness.
Yeah, what kind of talk?
Do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
It is rather fetching, isn't it? Very well.
Nothing else you could craft it into a perfect necklace, or addition to the necklace you currently
lucky
have.
To have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the Hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
So it's all about it there, Isabel.
Long ago. Yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done, but it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
I'm beginning to see that. Goat will want to know the stones were delivered. If he's still with us.
Alright, so yeah, we can go back and speak with Goat. Yeah, while they're having that conversation, I noticed what you were saying about, and yeah, agreed about Otto's situation. But yeah, I saw that comment that you made there, Bubba, about, yeah, you can't fault anyone for being hot to Clive. It actually made me think about, I don't know if you ever watched the original CSI, but I do know for a fact that, there was someone on the show. It wasn't Sarah Seidel, but there was a recurring character who actually was not unlike Isabel, who seemed to have an interest in Dr. Grissom.
Goat. Still alive, I see. So Lady Karen accepted the ruby.
Oh, about that. I tried my best. But she was just too stubborn to take it. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick my stupid stone where the sun don't shine.
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever. Let me see what I can do.
Oh, wonderful. I hope you have better luck than I did.
Alright, then we gotta speak with... Oh, I gotta give it to Karen. Okay. But yeah, there was a character, a recurring character on the show who was a dominatrix, who actually had an interest in Grissom. And it's because she could provide him with a lot of valuable information that he wasn't expecting. Alright, Karen.
Lady Karen, Goat tells me you weren't happy with our offer. Would you prefer the debt was repaid in coin?
What debt? I don't recall lending any of you lot me hard-earned gil. I may have tossed a talent or two in the Hideaway's coffers, but those were donations, and you can hardly call it charity if you go asking for it back.
Of course not. But one good turn deserves another. And our circumstances have changed. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prince now, are you? Fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you like it or not.
Alright. Yeah, here you go. For real this time.
Where'd you even get this? A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much. Might be I already have a buyer in mind.
Well, thanks.
Might be you even know her. A fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Sure there,
Not at
Sharon.
all. Just be sure to tell her that it's always a pleasure doing business.
I guess it is. Well, remember, their duchy was
You
decimated.
ended up delivering all 3 stones.
Yeah, we were
Thanks
successful.
to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which, I still haven't been paid last month's wages.
What?
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledgers are square.
Right away.
Yeah, you better do it, goat, or this... Or maybe we'll get you kicked by a goat.
I've seen that before.
Yeah.
Oh, the
times.
goblet?
It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because the filthy sod couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Yeah, me
Arthur and the
included.
Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
I bet they do.
How long did you know Sid before he...
Yeah, I guess we're owed an explanation.
Before he died. 20 summers, give or take.
That's still a pretty long
Back
time.
in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship, which is where I met him. He bought passage to...
Also, who's that shadow on the
forget
right?
where. And having nothing better to do on the long nights, we sat up drinking Island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that. On account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close, promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was before fate stepped in and said she was having none of it.
Really?
The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day.
Oh, that's
and
why.
there was no hiding his knack.
Couldn't you and your family have...
My family were the ones who summoned the constable.
In other words.
Wanted the monster taken away. I couldn't turn my back on him. Forget what I felt. And I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, Sid was of the same mind as me. It was him who stood beside me when all I wanted was to tear the whole world down. Him who cried for me when I had no tears left of my own. Him who swore he'd do everything he could to stop it from happening again. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. His ranks, his ribbons, gone. Just like that.
And he keeps
Threw away
Benedict to the curb,
everything he
too.
had. All to right a wrong that no one else had the courage to face. I knew then I'd follow that man to the ends of the earth.
Well, you certainly did. And you've been through a lot. So it's time to go back and visit his grave again. Or you're flashbacking. Because yeah, Sid was there. Yeah, there he is.
Always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone.
He certainly carried them a long way. Or brought them a long way.
He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself,
everyone else is tired and he's just like, oh, this is nothing.
Ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man.
Well, I'm glad you told me at least.
Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
Yeah, there's a lot of books in front of us, and something resting on one of them.
This is Sid's handwriting.
Do we dare read it behind Otto's back?
Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you.
Hi, it's Sid's voice.
Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
Have you ever read it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then
He's gonna start breaking down and crying.
Him or anyone. I'd only have told him to piss off.
Yeah, he's got the crying shakes. And now he's wiping away.
You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction. And I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Well, you've come this far. Even if the goat isn't exactly giving a goat-like performance.
Would you rather go at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Yes, we will.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
Oh, keep his goblet.
But
this'll do me just fine.
Yeah, a note's and a piece of paper is enough. You hold on to the goblet.
Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Sure.
Already have.
And away he goes. And thus the quest is finished. Not much in terms of experience on this one, but hey, it all works out, doesn't it? Hey there, Luna, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. And yeah, Luna or Bubba, really, what was there to know? She was a two-timer, and she was also someone who possessed Garuda's abilities. What else did there need to be about her? I mean, granted, I was expecting her to stay in the storyline a lot longer, but yeah, what else did you need to know? Alright, so there was one other thing that I still haven't done yet. And I want to make sure that I get it checked off. So yeah, that's the Patron's Whisper, the Alliant Reports. So it's God who has these, but yeah, this is something else that I have not yet touched, so I should do this too.
Alright, Clive. Keeping busy, are you? Me too. Seems like every report our allies sends us brings 100 new headaches for me to deal with. I've been doing my best to keep on top of it all, sending anything urgent straight to the curse breakers, just like Otto told me. The rest I add to the list, whether it's strangers begging our aid or friends acting funny. There is no end of problems that need solving. And anyone with the time and inclination to solve them will earn a nice bit of goodwill for the cause. And maybe more besides. So, how busy did you say you were?
Yeah, let's see what you have.
Anything catch your eye?
Finding new quests. Use Goat's Alliance reports to not only find new quests around Valisthea, but also travel immediately to the obelisk waypoint nearest the location. So we have quests, nothing in Sambrek, nothing in Rosaria, nothing in Dalmacia. Yeah, that's kind of disappointing. I'm guessing that if I had done these right out of the gates, when they were first available, I would have been able to have an opportunity to do these things. But yeah, I may have already missed my window of opportunity in that regard. But that's alright. I mean, given what we've already accomplished so far, I'm pretty satisfied with what I've done, and given the number of the plus quests that we've accomplished and the various side quests that were attached to them, I'm satisfied with what we have. So, knowing that, so we have everything we need over here. After the increase in as far as using the plus quests were concerned, we did give ourselves the little extra boost. And as far as abilities are concerned, I still have quite a ways to go in order to get the master on Cold Snap. But as far as everything else is concerned, we seem to be holding our own very well, and with a little luck we'll be able to really get things accomplished. And I might even be interested in building up Titanic Block and getting that mastered if I really want to. Because yeah, we're good for Phoenix. Of course, we've already moved on from Gruta. We're not touching Ramu. We're not touching Bahamut, at least not right now. But we may have to if the circumstances demand it. And we're building up Shiva more. So that's where we currently stand with that sort of thing. So now we can go ahead and move on to the main event.
Is something wrong?
Not at all. Honestly. Can't a man wish his friend farewell? Just wanted to let you know that I'll keep things in order while you're off saving the world.
I'll hold you to that.
And so, it's time for us to head back. We had a brief fling with Jill over on the Ash side of the world, but now we're going back for real, to the Shadow Coast. The land long having fallen victim to the spreading blight, now even the most meager of scrubs struggles to draw life form the aether-drained cliffs that loom above the barren coastline. So let's do it. Have you played through 16, Bubba? So as Joshua, Clive, and Torgal head off, we're joined by Gav as well.
Walk to the capital if we follow the cliffs. I'll scout ahead, see if I can't find us an inland route.
Do your thing there, Gabby.
Clive.
What is it, Joshua? Oh, just appreciating the view?
There's something I've been meaning to ask.
Well, not right now.
You took her icon, didn't you?
She wanted me to.
Yes, I did. She understood.
Yeah, I guess you can sense that in people, can't you? Oh, what? Really?
Oh, she understood. Understood that you decided to save the world all on your own, and that you'd die without her power. How dare you make her choose?
I beg your pardon,
You knew
Joshua?
damn well she'd never refuse you. But I will. You can't keep pushing us away, Clive. The world is ours to save, not yours.
Like, you have this all wrong, Joshua.
I used my gift because I thought it was the right thing to do.
And besides, if she kept using it, she was going to be permanently cursed.
And you truly believe this will save you?
Yeah. Does her life not matter to you, Joshua?
I do.
Then so be it.
Yeah, that's what you should have done in the first place.
Just don't forget, you're not alone.
Think I found us a trail.
Thanks, Gav. Yeah, you just dropped in out of nowhere.
Did I miss something?
Oh, paying no attention to the black eye that I was just given by my brother.
Only that Joshua didn't.
I don't get it.
It's a brotherly thing. So, let's officially step into Waloed. I really honestly believed we would be here a lot sooner as we begin the next chapter, Footfalls in Ash.
Always wanted to visit Ash.
Yeah, I really believed we would be here a lot sooner in the story.
Expect a warm welcome.
We're coming in pretty
I don't know,
late.
Clive. That castle over there looks inviting enough.
Shall we sample its inhabitants' hospitality?
I guess. We have a path over here, we do.
Remember
Up we
what I
go.
said about warm welcomes, Gav.
So do we have a gate for a village of some sort?
This place is as dead as great as
Wolfgar.
ghost.
But it looks like a ghost town, according to Gav. How many ghost towns will we be experiencing on the way to the capital of Waloed? Let's find out as we go ahead and start burning stuff. Alright, let's go and start dealing with some Akashic.
I see only orcs and Akashic here.
Let's thrust it in there.
Let's hope the village
Okay, where's our next opponents? They're over here. And punch! Yeah, from what I could see and from what I was experiencing, I don't know if any of you really had been paying attention because I've seen Ramu be more of a hindrance for me than a help, especially with blind justice. Because especially when you're trying to fend off an enemy or a group of enemies, that move really does not help you out at all. It only makes you immediately more vulnerable to attack. Yeah, that's why Ramu, when I had the first opportunity, he was immediately getting kicked off the board. And so let's go on deal. Yeah, I've been getting a really good use out of the others that I have. And Shiva's basically an enhanced form of Garuda. The only thing that she doesn't have is Deadly Embrace. Alright, moving on. Next wave is over here. Let's waste no time and just start burning. Yeah, look at all that! Look at all that damage! Get it right in the heart. And then rip off the ground as we move on to the next wave. After this round there, Luna. And there's a mage among them. Let's get it out of here. Now, where's the real target? Over here. Alright, Game Fryer. Start causing some more ice to be shattered. Incoming! Take him out! And all myself to the church chests. Okay, there we go. Ooh, that was quite a collection. Okay, it doesn't look like there's anything else of note, so we can go ahead and open the gates. Alright, Luna, what did you have in mind?
It's Camber all over again. Where the hell are the royalists?
Where are the royalists,
right
huh?
about that welcome after all, Clive.
Well, it turns out I don't need to be healed. I'm plenty fine on that. So we're going into a tunnel. And when we pop out the other side, we will find... So we found a fortress. And there's a lot of Akasha coming out of it. Well, we're gonna have fun breaking through that.
Is the whole of Ash fallen into Ultima's hands?
I wouldn't be surprised.
That's no peace delegation. We should send a warning to the others.
No. My uncle will have an eye on the coast. I trust he'll find a way to entertain any uninvited guests. Our mark is Drake's Spine, and there's a lot of road between us and it.
So how do we get around it?
To Stone here.
Aye, you never know. It might not be a nest of slabbering monsters.
Yeah, we might get lucky.
You must go on ahead without me.
Wait, what?
This stronghold is as old as Phoenix Gate. Perhaps older. It may yet hide Ultima's remaining secrets, and if we are to best him, they must be unearthed.
So where are Yoda and the rest of the crew?
Stay out of trouble.
I always do. Mostly.
Mostly.
You sure about this?
He's sure.
About leaving my brother on his own.
Yeah, where's Yoda?
Of course. Mostly.
Yeah, we'll look back one last time and hope that we'll see him again. And when we do, hopefully he won't punch me in the face.
So old, it's hard to tell which way is up. But if I'm right, we're not far from a village called Eastla.
Then we make our way there, resupply, and wait for Joshua.
Alright. Replaced with heat wave, huh? Is that in this collection? No, it's in the Ifrit circle. That's Scarlet Cyclone. That's Phoenix Shift. That's Rising Flames. That's Heat Wave. Summon a projectile dispelling wall of liquid flame before launching several deadly shockwaves. Wave force is amplified upon dispelling magic. And it doesn't even cost me that much to master it. So yeah, I'll just keep going and build it up, and then I can switch out, because it won't take that long to switch. Alright, away we go. The Angry Gap. Are all the clothes that they sell tattered? So yeah, let's run down, because wow, look at Gav go. He's got a spring in his step for sure. Yeah, let's punch the daylights out of these things. Yeah, you're all going down. Uproot the earth! Wow, look at that for an extension of damage. Alright, away we go. Yeah, there are things to fight. Including Adamantoids. Yeah, I think the Adamantoids will feel the effects of this fire. That's an Adamant Titan, this one. We're making it chill out. And it's enough for the damage to be sustained. Alright, go. Actually, you know what I should be doing? Is this! Oh, trying to get away, huh? No! Yeah, there we go. Let's show them how we roll. Punch! We broke through from partial stagger. Trying to get away. But I won't let it happen. Well, yeah, I'm just jumping off of his back. Ah, it didn't count because it was dodging. Jeez, I don't know what's going on with my extreme down thrust. But in the meantime, eat this. And punch. And then burn. Oh, and there's more coming. Alright, go. That's that. Alright, go. Oh, yep, there's still more. Show me what you're gonna do. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Oh, accidental cancel. And meanwhile, let's get what's over here. Jeez, look at all these enemies. Alright, whip it up. And this is extending very, very far. And ice. A lindworm. This will be easy. Well, let's see how we do against you. But using the break would be a good idea here. Punch! And then freeze. For that to happen, and then go! 26,000 points, and then immediately it's burning. Yeah, so it's one right into another, Couldn't quite get it. Nice block. And that did damage it. Yeah, look out there. Oh, couldn't quite get it. But we're not gonna miss here. Ooh! Ah. There we go. Take it out. Yeah, so many enemies. So many enemies to fight. Alright, down we go. Those ones are scurrying away. So yeah, I'll just give them the benefit of the doubt.
No holding back.
Or... oh, hi! We got a pudding on our hands. A blue trifle specifically. Oh! Well, that legit hurt. Let's go set up Blizzaga until we stop it. And then rip up the earth. Punch it in the head. There's what we're looking for. Oh, bring it all on. Bring it all on. No! 45,000 points. Now he's setting up Blizzaga again. Oh, it looks like he's picked up a friend. Alright, partial stagger. Punch! Oh, we blocked someone. He's almost dead. Well, he will be after this. Not for you. On another one! Ow! Yeah, super game catcher to chill out. Oh! Yeah, those headbutts hurt. But yeah, you're actually legit hurting me. Alright, let's get our points back. Punch it. Burn it. Go! And then rip up the earth. And then make it chill out again. Wow, that was a quick cooldown. It's over 50,000 points! Wow. Oh, that was one chain into another, and it was so awesome that it got me a trophy. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that did happen.
This won't be easy.
Oh, there's another. You mean there's more? Gotta get out of the way of this crap. Nice job. Stay on top of it. Ah, couldn't get away. Punch it in the face. Oh, yeah. Hold it right there. Hold it right there. Right, give it all you got, Clive. Max out, limit break, go. And burn immediately. No! Punch. 48,000 points on the stagger. Oh, but yeah, he still hurts hard. Mainly because I can't see when he's doing that thing with his face. Ah, he got me, but I got him too. He's down. Whew, how many of these things are there? Yeah, there are so damn many. So it looks like we've found the town. It's across a massive ravine.
Oh, much breath.
Yeah, that is quite the Grand Canyon there.
Don't look down, Torgal.
Yeah, keep pace if you can. So as we arrive, so I should have enough for now for switching, which I do. Alright. And then out goes Rising Flames. And in comes Heat Wave. Yeah, we'll see if this gives me what I'm looking for or not. So let's open the door and give a great big push. So what do we have? We have another ghost town. I wouldn't touch that rope if I were you. It's probably a trap.
What do you think, Clive?
Then we're too late.
Well, Torgal senses something. More Akashic.
Damn it. They're all turned. There's nothing we can do.
I wouldn't say nothing.
Yeah, I wouldn't say nothing either. We can put them out of their misery, of course. Oh, here we go. That's... Whoa! Skyrocket myself to limit break. Well, let's not waste any time. Let's burn everything. Yeah, look at all that total.
You think all the villages in Usher like this?
I'm pretty much expecting the OLR. The way that Barnabas has such little regard for anything in human form that he believes everything should look like an Akashic. And someone's shooting shots. Now it's your turn. And then switch back. Yeah, he's on his gut, and that's where he'll stay. Wave 3. Stab him, burn him, find someone who's healing, unwillingly punch someone. Yeah, you can have this. There we go. Pump the damage out. War cry. Yeah, it's all you're doing. Like this. A 4th wave. And this one sounds big because it's an Abyss. Let's start by burning it. Ah! And then immediately let it break. And give everything you got on this guy. Oh, there's still more of these things. Alright, go. Punch. Let's take it out. Oh, that's it. At least for now it is. But now the big guy has come to play. And he is big. And that is quite an axe. And now for the big one. Who then rams me?
Of course it bloody isn't.
Ooh. Yeah, he's already off to a good start. Yeah, maybe we can help myself out a bit. Punch.
Slow. Nice try. Get him.
Well, good thing I was able to block all that. Go uprooting on ice. Make you all chill out a while. 12,000 points. And punch. Keep going, keep going. Yeah, you ran right by, but I skipped by him. So I'll burn him a little more, and then I'll let him break him. Go. Yeah, let me show you who's boss. Oh, I've got him frozen. Haha! Yeah, I've got him frozen solid. Take this. And then take that. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And freeze him out. And then uproot. Put him away. Put him away in style. And I do mean in style. Banish them to the dust. Dust in the wind, just like Kansas. You alright there, Gav?
Gav. Gav!
Oh, hold on.
Don't tell me there's more of the bastards.
And probably an even bigger version.
Oh, fuck.
Oh god, it's Odin. He's been watching us this whole time. We're not even gonna make it to the capital at this rate.
Have you come to watch, Odin?
Bound for Stonehill. Good. My master awaits you in the capital.
Master?
No, I cannot allow you to attend him in your present state.
Oh, your master is in Ultima. Right.
And how are you going to stop us?
Why, with this!
Oh, Zantetsuken. Yeah, here comes the big move. And wow, I don't know what that is, but... Well, I know what that is. That is a big, huge, massive sword. One of many. Oh boy. Is this the big battle with Odin right now? Because this is happening a lot sooner than I was expecting. There's no way to get out. Yeah, he's over there.
If the vessel would see the path opened, it has but to ask.
But I don't think what asking is gonna cut it.
I shall see that my master's prize is made presentable.
Ugh.
Shit!
Better get clear.
No!
Clive.
So he's escaping, but...
Would you mind telling me what the fuck just happened?
And if we're allowed to leave. Well, at least there's some birds who are still not Akashic. But I get the feeling if they try to leave, they just get incinerated.
Oh, you've got to be.
No
How are we supposed to
escape.
get through that?
We seek an audience with the king. If His Majesty wants me to come and ask him, then that is exactly what I'll do.
Before you go practicing your petition, we don't even know where the fucker went.
Yeah.
How about...
But I don't
two
think
our
since
heads
we're going
and think
anywhere
this
that
through,
he's
eh?
going to be worried about us trying to escape.
All right.
Maybe there's something here we can use.
Maybe there's something here we can use. Here's my question. Is saving an option? It is. Okay, good. Because given where we are, I think this is the perfect place to stop for tonight. Because we do have our big arrival of the man himself. Now it becomes a question of, can we be able to not only escape from his trap, but also fight him when it matters the most? Because it's clearly obvious that he's not going to wait for us to get to his capital. He's come to us now. So we're going to have to deal with him first. And so I guess Ultima will await us in the capital stone here, if that is indeed the capital. And then maybe we get a fight with him, and then we get a rematch later down the line. So what's going to happen is, because Final Fantasy XIV has officially announced the start of Moonfire Fair, the summertime event. It starts on Thursday, though. So because of that, I'm going to push Thursday's stream back to Friday so I can not only participate in Moonfire Fair when it starts, but also record the event for you guys to enjoy. And also, as mentioned before, when I did put up my 3 most recent videos for Final Fantasy XIV with Hildebrand, apologies for the issues with the microphone It was just a real big issue for me that day when I was recording, and I just tried to do the best that I could with the circumstances that I had. But hopefully on Thursday, when I actually record the video for Moonfire Fair, that it'll actually work as intended, because what they're previewing for us is pretty amazing. And it's something I've been waiting for 7 years. So I hope that you guys will look forward to it, and that when it does happen, it's going to be something really special. So with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XVI Live. And I'll see you guys back here on Friday as we try and break out of Odin's jail and see if we can get an audience with the king. So, thank you very much everyone for watching, and until next time everyone, may you ever walk in the light of the crystal.